What's good, YouTube? This is Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to show you guys what's the best empty stock play in Madden 22. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go in and sub and turn those post notifications on. So first and foremost, I am in the Seahawks playbook. Again, I'm in the Seahawks playbook. Now, the formation that we're talking about is gun empty hawk. Now, I actually avoided this formation for a long time because if you guys are my OGs, you guys know that I actually played Black Rain in Madden 20, and that was actually the first time I seen. So he's the only one I ever seen run gun empty back when I was actually actively watching his videos back then. Unfortunately, as of today, I've actually been doing a lot of things, and it's not many content creators I get to watch. But I'm imagining he still runs gun empty hawk because it's really good. But I know he mixed in other formations and stuff. So for the longest, I actually did not do anything with this formation just out of respect for him. But it's such a good formation that I'm just gonna drop you guys this stock play that's really good, that bombs just about every single coverage. Stock, like it literally stock bombs everything. Now and then I'll put out a part 2 kind of showing you guys how I would run this scheme in game, and then that's all I want to touch on this formation, just because it's just a really good formation. Like, you can literally beat just about every opponent, every average opponent with this empty, just because of how good it is. Now, as far as personnel, it really depends on you and what play you're running, but in this one you kind of want to put your fastest player here, but I'm gonna leave Tyler Lockett because Tyler Lockett's fine. And I'm actually going to not touch personnel. So if I do, I might just take out Penny Hart, and I might put somebody like Swan, because I know who that is. I don't really know who that other guy is, or Ursa. I don't remember who's faster, but we'll leave Swan in there because I believe he's fast. Now the play that we're talking about is going to be this Hawks slot post, which is really, really nice. Now for defense, what I'll be showing you guys, first of all, I want you to see that we have athletic safeties in at the linebacker position, and we also have 2 good slot corners. I'll probably put King right here just because, and you can tell we do have speed up top. Now I'm gonna be showing you guys basically cover 3. I'm gonna show you guys cover 2. I'm gonna show you guys cover 4 drop, and I'm gonna show you man coverage. So let's go and get started with cover 3. Now, you always want to make sure you run this play where your 2 receivers are to the wide side of the field for this particular bomb play. So make sure you have your slot receiver right here. So when you want to try to bomb these different coverages, make sure that you are on the right side. Now, there is going to be a time where we're going to be on the other half, which I'll get to that in a second. So don't worry about that. Now, I'm just going to go and spot it, guys. So if they're playing a regular stock cover 3, literally what's going to happen is that triangle, you're just going to wait for him to get open, and what you're going to be able to do is have that little seam right there. Now, you want to make sure you throw that ball. You don't want to wait too late to throw that ball, because if you wait too late, you 10 out of 10 will throw a pick. Now, one thing I want you to pay attention to is this press animation right here. So anytime they're playing, anytime they're not zone dropping, you're going to get these little chuck animations, and it's going to allow the route to develop a little bit slow, so you're going to need to buy a little bit of time in the pocket. But you're going to be able to tell is that essentially we're going to be able to split these two, the safety and the corner right here. See that little gap that's created? That's why we're going to be able to attack. So you want to aim that ball for about up the field, and you want to throw it at the number, so that way he can go run and actually go get it just like that. So be careful, because if you lead him to the sideline, sometimes if you try to lead them like this way, they'll actually let this guy catch up and actually animate and pick the ball off. So you want to pass lead them up the field, if that makes sense. And basically, this play is good because the user is going to have to kind of guard this route right here, or they're going to have to come back to guard this little route right here. So that's what makes this play really, really good, in my opinion. So anyways, if you want to take that concept away, well, first I'll show you what happens. Let's say they back off coverage, right? So let's say they back them off. Maybe they're thinking, okay, that should be able to stop it, right? Let me go and show you the how it can still get open. So you just want to wait, and it helps if you can drift in the pocket that way. It's going to make that throw a whole lot easier, and if you have speed right there, that is an easy 1-play touchdown, y'all. So now what I do want to show you is what happens if they don't press our slot receiver, and let's go and back that corner off again. Now I just want you to show you that yes, it still get open. So this is basically simulating if they play zone drops. That's why I'm going to go and back them off, so that way you see how you get to clean release. So now what's going to be able to happen is that we'll be able to actually pass lead them out there for pretty much a 1-play touchdown. So if they are zone dropping, you can actually pass lead that ball just as you see me do, to actually get the potential 1-play touchdown. So it actually opens it up a lot more when they don't get pressed. So just wanted to make sure I didn't mention that. Now, if you want to take this throw away, just simply take your cornerback and put him in a deep half. I like to back them off, but you don't have to back them off, so don't think that you have to. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm actually going to back off that slot corner just to show you, like, if you're zone dropping and you want to play a deep half, if it'll take it away. Just want to show you that yes, it will. So notice how we just kind of can't throw that now, and now they're able to make a play on it. So that's technically how you take that away. But of course, as you guys know, with this scheme, if you're deep half, you're susceptible to a corner route, and you know that's now we're playing the game of Madden. You know, so that's why this formation is really good, because you have to kind of deep half that cornerback over there to be able to play it. So, you know, your opponent, if they're not, you know, they might be like, okay, well, what about cover two? So cover two, you can actually run this play stock still. Even with the zone chuck animation, you can tell we're still going to be able to have triangle right there. Now, I did kind of get a little weird pass lead angle, but as you can tell, we're still able to split those safeties and have a one-play touchdown. So just because, now if they put that guy in the middle third, everything's going to be open with this style of offense, so that's not a problem. Now, obviously, I just want to say, if they put that guy in the middle third, yes, that throw is technically taken away. I just want to make sure that, you know, but what they're doing is leaving, you know, the middle of the field basically wide open, you know, the short middle, I should say. So like I said, you can run this play stock for sure and just watch triangle. So what you're going to be able to do is actually be able to split those safeties and have an easy one-play touchdown. And the reason that play works like that is because that corner out is actually going to push that safety, it's going to push that right safety all the way to the sideline. So this corner right here is what I was telling you. So notice how the safety has it widened for that corner route, and of course that's going to happen. That's going to allow this throw to be possible. Now the mid read does not play it because this in route is actually going to kind of glitch that mid read out. So notice how the mid read just literally just shuffles and does nothing. It takes him all the way out the play. It's been a problem in Madden for a while. No telling if they'll fix that. And also, what's cool about this play too, if they're playing cover two, and you notice they put like this guy in the middle third, you can always have this quick little throw right here that's normally always going to be open, because the vertical hook will break on it late because they have to respect this post route. So you'll be able to have this dink throw right here every single time. So that's what makes this play just, like I said, really good. And also you can have that you can have this route too as well in a lot of different coverages as well. Now, I know I'm talking fast, I know I'm moving, because I want to make sure I get this video out to you guys in a decent amount of time. So let's keep it moving. Let's talk about cover 4 drop. Now with cover 4 drop, what you want to pay attention to is this guy right here pressing my slot receiver. That's one thing I like to do. But whether he does or not, you can still have one play touchdown. But with this particular play, I like to have this on the other half. So I like to have my post on the short side of the field. But I'll show you why here in a second. I want you to understand why I say that. So hopefully I get some time. But you can tell right here he does get glitched out. And you kind of want to just basically float that pass. You don't want to bullet it. You really want to float it so that way he can actually go run under it. So quickly, I'm going to show you just kind of what happened. I know I kind of ran into my player right there. I think I ran into my player, did I? Yeah, I thought so. But watch this guy right here. Watch this guy. So what's going to happen is he's going to kind of get glitched out. So notice how he's right here and he kind of does this little shuffle animation. When you see that shuffle animation, you just want to tap it and kind of pass lead it like that way. So you want to tap it and aim in this direction when you tap it to just float the ball. And it's going to allow this receiver, who should be your fastest receiver anyways, to go run up under it. So that's how that works. And the reason that works, because for whatever reason, this quarter, even though it's not a match coverage, he's going to kind of, it seems like he almost has to respect this little route for half a second. It's going to allow him to get glitched out, and then you're going to be able to throw that past his head. So now that's whenever he gets pressed, and if he does get pressed, then that's what you're gonna have to do. But if he does not get pressed, aka if they turn zone drops on, a lot of times he'll be able to just burn right past that player, which is crazy, but I'll show you that here in a second. But just want to show you, so watch triangle and then watch him kind of get glitched out, and then that's when you actually want to float that ball. I think it works better. Actually, it works better when you're actually on the short side of the field, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick too, just so you can know. So basically, if they're running a lot of cover 4 drop, just make sure you move, pass the ball or run the ball or whatever to move the ball to the short side of the field, or just flip your play. You can literally flip the play. Just don't want to do all that right now. But actually, you know what? There's actually one adjustment I'm forgetting about. My bad. But you can still have that for sure. As you can tell right there, we were able to get behind him. But we can open it up a little bit more. Also, if you take R1 and actually put him on a drag route. So if we do something like this where we have a double drag, this actually works really well versus this cover 4 drop, which I'll go ahead and show you now. But as you can be able to tell, we really don't need to. It just makes it get to open a little bit easier. So notice how he kind of shuffles, and then we'll be able to throw that, which is actually the same throw. At least when I was testing it, that was happening. At least on a couple games that I did play with this, that was happening. So it might not matter, to be real with you. So it looking like it really doesn't. But let's go and keep on going. So I'm running for you just one more time, just to kind of show you. But you can see that safety is just consistently getting glitched out, and you just want to wait, and then you want to, there we go, that's what you got to do. So you want to step up and then throw that ball right there, and then you'll have that. You can tell he's getting glitched out every time. It's just about the timing based on that throw. Now, one thing I do want to show you is what if they play zone drop cover 4. So basically, that's why I'm backing them off. So he's not going to press him at all. So he's going to be able to have a free release route. And if they have a free release route on this play, then it's pretty much going to be a one-play touchdown every single time. You could tell he's just literally going to burn right past them for an easy one-play touchdown. So just wanted to make sure I did show that. So next thing I want to talk about is man coverage, of course. Then I'll show you a match coverage example, just so you could be like, hey, bro, what if they just play match? And then that's going to be the video. So basically, man coverage, technically you can run this play stock. Technically, you would just want to look for this corner route, and then you want to look for triangle, because normally the user will be either on triangle or X, and you also can look for this backside drag. But what I like to do versus man coverage specifically, I like to take square, put him on a slant, and then I like to actually motion him. So what's going to happen is now he's off the ball. So notice how he's off now. So basically what that means is that if he presses, well, the opponent tries to press, normally they're going to let this guy get a free release, because while he's off the line of scrimmage, which I'll go and show you. So notice how, well, he does press, but that might be practical. But regardless, what's cool about this play too is that if that's your best receiver, he can still split those safeties in man coverage. But under normal circumstances, that slant is normally going to be a little bit more wide open, but you definitely don't have to motion it. But I prefer you actually just to use the drag, in my honest opinion. And basically your read progression, which I'll go and talk about now. So if you know you have a good route runner right here, I would go ahead and make this my first read. So notice how you can just get some instant win animation. That's not always going to happen, obviously. But if you have a really good matchup, it can happen. So notice I could have threw that, obviously. But my favorite read progression, what I found to be useful, is making a read between triangle and X. Because a lot of times, the user is either going to follow X, or they're going to actually turn around and peel off and follow triangle. So what can happen is you'll have this little dot that's right here that you could throw. You could throw that low ball right there. That's open almost every single time, because a lot of times the user's going to peel off and actually cover this, or they're going to kind of try to cover the slant, which is why I really like the slant, because if you get a super win, obviously it's going to be open. But if not, a lot of times you can have this little low ball right here, right before he gets here. It all just depends on what they're playing, because if they're playing any type of purple, that purple's going to get widened out by this route. So you have this this little space. So you really have a three-way read between this in route, the slant, and of course your money route, which is going to be that slot post right there. So really nice things you can do against man coverage. Now, last thing I want to talk about before this video is over is, okay, Red, what about match coverage? So just for example, I'm just going to go to cover 4 quarters, which is a super popular match coverage, just to kind of show you that it really doesn't matter, because this formation is just that good, to be real with you. So you can tell stock, and it doesn't matter where you run this at. So I'm gonna spy that guy just so I can have a tiny bit of time in the pocket. But essentially triangle is going to absolutely toast this man every single time. Notice that little speed cut, he gets a little win animation, and that is actually Darnell Savage. So that's actually a really good safety. So you can tell it's not so much about, that guy being better. It's just that glitchy route. Like, that slot post is just that glitchy. So again, also I'll show you off coverage. It just really doesn't matter. So he's just going to get that nice little speed cut, and it's just, you just can't beat it, like that's it. It's just a really good stock play, So last thing I'll show you, what happens if they play off coverage. You might be curious about that, like, okay, real, what if they back that guy off, or they actually won't even let me back him off. I was trying to back off that quarter flat out there, but regardless, like, it really just doesn't matter, because that route is just so good. Just notice how they just let them just keep getting that little speed burst animation. But anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.